we think that oil demand behaved a little bit differently. And last year when the China's GDP growth was 3%, which is already lowest in many years, the oil demand declined by 500,000 barrels per day, which is not just slowing down, it's a decline by 500,000 barrels per day. For that matter, this year, China's demand growth of oil is higher than expected because of the huge decline, and mobility was one of the major reasons behind the decline of last year. So this year we are looking at something like 900,000 barrels per day, or nearly 1 million if you put it this way. So that is half of that is making up the loss of last year.
هل من الصحيح إذن دكتور وو القول بأن التعافي في الطلب الصيني من قطاع النقل على البنزين تحديدا كان جيدا، وأن الطلب الصناعي على الديزل هو الذي خيب التوقعات؟
Generally, I agree with that kind of assessment. I want to add first is jet fuel. Jet fuel is doing far better than other fuels in China and elsewhere in the world. Gasoline is the second. So overall, in terms of mobility, people's driving and holiday season, the gasoline and jet fuel in particular, and gasoline are doing, jet fuel is doing very well. Gasoline doing okay. Yeah, gas oil and other commodities, they are associated with the overall economic activities, particularly manufacturing and construction, and even overall sort of people spending and this and that. So yeah, that is the one that is being concerned, and which is why China is probably considering doing sort of roll out some stimulus packages to stimulate that part of the oil demand or overall economy.
كم سيبلغ نمو الطلب الصيني على النفط خلال النصف الثاني من العام مقارنة بالنصف الأول؟ وبالتالي ما هي توقعاتكم لنمو الطلب الصيني على النفط للعام 2023 بأكمله؟
Yeah, thank you. To achieve over 900,000 barrels per day, interesting thing is it's all because of the statistical comparison. Last year, the lowest point of Chinese oil demand was in around April, May. For that matter, for the first half year, I know we're not done yet, we generally see that China's oil demand growing about over 1 million, 1.1 million, or even 1.2 million barrels per day over last year, simply because the base was low. And for the second half of the year, we're saying that the year-on-year growth may be slowing down to like 700,000 barrels per day, put it this way, 700,000 barrels per day. That's where we see roughly 900,000 barrels per day come from. It's kind of uneven because last year partially recovered by the end of the year, but severely impaired at the early part of the last year.